Hey everybody, anyone is here, and today we are back on the RAC pack server, yes. And I wasn't actually really expecting to record today, but I wound up having a little bit of time, so I thought I'd bang out this quick episode with some stuff I wanted to do, which is really nice actually, because there's a couple things I wanted to get on camera doing first, before I move on with that stuff. So I guess I get to do that. First of all, I want to show you around a little bit, couple little changes I've made. First of all, what's this? This is an ME wireless access point, and it's actually pretty cool. What it allows us to do is access our ME system wirelessly, yes. So this is a ME wireless access terminal, and you have to fill it up with power and then link it to your ME system. But once all that stuff is done, when you right click it, you have access to all of your stuff. Though it is worth noting there is a very... Oh, wow, I have a lot of bees in here. There is a very limited range for this. That's why we have added these wireless boosters. I don't know what the default range is, and I don't know how much it gets boosted with every wireless booster. I'm guessing, if I had to take a guess, by default, this does 16 blocks, and then every wireless booster boosts it one more block and it maxes out at 16. So it looks like there's it's about 32 blocks, which is actually really not bad. So I could make it pretty much all the way to my wheat farm, right? All the way over here. See? And then I could also make it, I don't have my jetpack, so I got to be a little bit careful. I could also make it all the way out here to the shoreline, all the way back here. So it's really cool. I like it. Because it's a limited range, it's not like something I could bring around with me all the time. But when I'm working around my base, which seems to be generally what I do most of the time, it allows me to actually not have to keep going back to my ME system, which is nice because I've been putting terminals everywhere, and I don't necessarily need that. Which is really cool. Another thing worth mentioning is, if you've seen my last video, and probably all my videos coming, going further, and actually it started in the video before last, I've been changing my thumbnail a lot, and I think I'm finally happy with the way the thumbnail looks. And if you look in today's thumbnail and last video's thumbnail, in the top left-hand corner, there's a new RAC logo. And I just wanted to point out, that was originally Nick Flame's design, and that's the RAC logo you see on pretty much all of our RAC videos, but Apex took it a step further and made like a modded version of it, and that's that really cool logo. And maybe if I remember, I'll superimpose it right now just so you can get a better look at it. But it's really cool, and I wanted to thank Apex for doing that. It's really nice, and I worked it. He also gave me a couple tips. I don't think he would consider himself a graphic designer or anything, but he seems to be a creative, have an eye for creativity. So he gave me a couple tips on my thumbnail, so that's what you see right now. I just wanted to bring that up now before I forgot. Another thing, as you can see, I did is I moved around my system a little bit. I have also added a power relay. And what is this power relay for? Well, remember last episode I accidentally made these matter balls? Well, these matter balls can go into a matter cannon. And what this matter cannon allows us to do is shoot things. Now, there's a lot of different things you could actually load a matter cannon up with. But for now, I need to stop this. Okay, let's turn this off. Well, not turn off my quarry, but we're just going to ditch all of this stuff for now. And I don't know if I showed this on camera, but I added this little thing here, so whenever I want to start ditching this stuff, I could just reconnect it and it goes in there, and then when I want to stop, I just disconnect it. Very cool. And the reason why I want to do that is, let's just make sure this stop. Yep, this has. To fill up a mana cannon, it's actually really easy. You put it in an ME chest. It actually could go into an ME drive or anything that takes a storage card. You put it in there, and then you just drop the matter balls in there. Very cool, very easy. And what does this do? Well, it's actually quite cool. Now, with these matter balls, these matter balls really aren't good. Let's just get that turned off. So, that's weird. Just so everything goes back into the card. With these matter balls, it's not really that powerful. What they're really used for is nuggets, iron nuggets specifically. And we'll try the iron nuggets another time. But, ooh, I don't have my jetpack. Let's get my jetpack. But you'll get the basic idea with these matter balls. And it's pretty much a gun. It's a projectile. And it works pretty cool. So not only can you shoot mobs with it, which in and of itself is actually pretty nice. Now that it's getting daytime, of course, I'm probably not going to be able to find any mobs to shoot. Let's just see if there's anybody around here. And no, there's not. So we don't need it. So not only can you use it to kill mobs, which that alone is pretty good, but these matter balls are pretty weak, so he only does about 1 hit point or so. Maybe we can get to the skeleton before he dies. Not only does it shoot mobs, like, come on, we're never going to get to him. Yeah, we'll get to him in time. And, come on. Ooh, missed him. Got him. Yeah, see? Not only can you shoot mobs, but you can actually shoot terrain with this, which is actually pretty cool. And the better, I'm already out of ammo, like I said, I only had a couple. And the better projectile you use, as I was saying, nuggets, iron nuggets, I believe, are the best. The better projectile you use, the more damage it does, and the more explosions it does, which is cool. I find that really cool. Probably not going to use it. But it's worth playing around with. Oh, I don't know if I showed you this. This is Apex's Zeppelin. This is actually quite cool. I don't know. Is it? Let's see. Is there gas in it? How do I get into? I guess we'll just find out. I think the way this works is Q for up. Nope. Okay, we'll play around with this another time. But basically, this allows you... Oh, I just did that. This allows you to fly, which is really cool. If you want to see how this works, actually check out Apex's video. You can always find his link to his channel in my video description, and pretty much all my videos, or at least all my RAC-related videos. But it's pretty cool. It allows you to fly around. The only big problem with it is declining is really, really slow, so you don't want to go too high with that. Anyways, so that's the mana cannon. I mean, it's kind of useless. Maybe, you know what? That's okay. We're going to get some iron nuggets and just see if this actually does anything cool. So let's see. We'll get 9 nuggets. Come back down here. We'll fill it back up. Oh, I'm going to screw this up again. Damn it. I got to do this. Yeah, I got to do this again. Pain in the ass. Okay, let's just... Oh, this is connected. Oh, yeah, disconnected. We want it connected for our purposes right now. Okay, so let's just make sure this stops. Once those numbers stop going up, eventually it will stop going up, pretty sure. There we go. Okay, it stopped. Let's get this loaded again, and let's see what iron does. I actually haven't tried it with iron. I think I did it with gold, but it really didn't do much. So it was, I mean, it was a little stronger, but not substantially stronger. So let's just close that up before I go back up there, because we're probably going to jump into the next part as soon as I do this. I want to show you something. We're not going to play around with this yet, but I have 4 singularities. Very cool. I'm very hyped up about this, actually. I can't wait to start connecting things, and I think the first thing I'm going to connect is this system to my Thorncraft area, but we're going to do that another time. Right now, what we are going to try to do is check out this matter cannon. So now we have this set with iron nuggets. Let's go somewhere we don't mind destroying. You know what? There's a meteor that hit over here, so we shouldn't care about destroying this. Let's just see how much damage it does. It looks to be pretty much the same amount of damage. Maybe it hurts mobs a little differently. Can we find a mob? No, I don't think there's going to be any mobs around. I guess we could spawn a blaze. I guess let's do that. Let's get a blaze spawned, and then we'll shoot him and get the hell out of here. 3 damage. Oh, get out of here, get out of here. Okay, I'm gonna die. Oh, no. Close it. Okay. Oh, and I blew it up back there. I'm all types of messed up. Okay. Oh, yeah, I blew it. Oh, man. Okay, let's try not to get hurt here. Let's pick these up and replace these. Okay, good. We're fine. We are fine. And actually, now I want to replace this front one. So, okay. So, that was a little bit anticlimactic. Climactic. I'm sorry. I thought it was going to do something cooler. I guess not. Anyways, what are we going to do today? So there was two things I really wanted to do in Thaumcraft, and I really wanted to do on camera, at least one of them on camera first, before anything, just so I don't feel bad when I start doing it off camera, because there's a lot of stuff that is waiting in line for me to do this with. But before I do that, we are going to do one recipe that it has a high instability. And when you have a high instability, you have to use items to reduce the instability effects. So I believe there's 4 different items you can use. You can use skulls, like skeleton skulls, zombie skulls, creeper skulls, wither skulls, stuff of that sort. Even I think player heads too, probably. You could also use candles, which is something you make using wax, which, you know what, I'm not even... Let's see. Let's just... Okay. And you can make magic tallow. You make candles with the magic tallow. You could also use nodes and nitor. So nodes are those aura nodes that we see all around the place. And nitor is just another thing right here. Nitor. Pretty cool. But you can also use crystal clusters. So we're going to make a couple more crystal clusters. I've placed down a bunch of heads, or at least the heads that I have. So right now we're just going to make a couple crystal clusters. It seems since they don't really have any other purpose anymore, you don't actually have to use magic to use them anymore, which is really nice. And the crafting recipe is really, really cheap. Just a bunch of shards, which we have tons and hundreds of. So we're going to take 4 of these. I don't know. Let's see what time it is. Can we get over there? You know, yeah, well, if it gets dark, we will just come back. I don't know if what I have put down is going to be enough. If we are going to wind up, let's just drop that. Anything else here we want to drop? Yeah, we'll drop that stuff. And we'll drop that and that. Okay. I don't know if I'm putting down enough stuff to, okay, it's about noon, to make it a little bit more stable. And as you can see, I already started putting mob heads down. I don't know if we're going to put down enough stuff here to make it any more stable. But I guess we'll try, because what we are going to make, the first thing that we are going to make today, let's get our thaumatic robes on and pick up our book that I apparently didn't live here, that I could have swore I left the book here. I know I put a book back in my chest over here, but I could have swore I left one here. I don't know what happened with it. What we're going to make is, and let's just pull it up, and don't worry, guys, I know exactly where it is. We are going to make a thermostatic harness. And what this will allow us to do is fly. Yes, fly using magic. And as you can see, the instability here is high. So I don't know if what we have here is really going to work. Or if it's going to just spit out taint all over the place. I don't know. We're going to have to try it. Now, I've already gotten everything we need. So we needed some of this. We need 32 of this, 16 of this. What else do we need? 32 of this and 32 of this. Now, I assume putting this in the corner here is going to work. I hope it does not work. I hope it does not work. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It should be in range. I think that's in range. I guess we'll find out. But before we do it, I just realized I don't have the materials on me. So let me get the materials. And instead of just going to get it myself, I'm going to cut here just because it's going to be nighttime soon. We don't want to have to worry about doing this at night because I don't have this area protected just yet. So let me go back to my base, get the materials I need, make sure we sleep until the morning, and then we'll come back here and try it. So I will be right back. Okay, we are back, and I'm pretty sure I have everything on me we need, so let's see if we can pull this off without really causing too much instability. So it's air, air, iron, iron. What else do we need? Air, air, iron, iron. And then we need this. Now, we'll make sure it's balanced in a minute. Let's just get everything on there first. Air, air, then a comparator, and 2 gold ingots. So let's see. So we want the great wood here. What it goes here? Gold, gold. Okay. So gold, gold. So far, everything is not straight. And this would go here. Okay. So I have a feeling we are going to cause taint. Let's see if we could balance this a little better. You know, See, this is very unbalanced. You know what? Let's try to move this stuff. No, but then those are going to be unbalanced. I think this is going to be unbalanced any way you look at it. That's why it has such a high instability. So, you know what? We're going to move this. Try to move it here. Move this. Oh, here. Does that look a little bit more stable? Then maybe move these two here. I guess that looks a little bit more stable. A little bit more balanced, right? Kinda, sorta. Yeah, I guess we'll find out. So let's put our leather tunic in the middle. You know what? I'm going to put some more blocks on my bar. I guess, you know what? I don't want to use this. We're going to use this one. I don't think it makes a difference, but... And I guess we are going to see what happens. Oh, I'm not wearing my gear. So I don't know what's going on. Okay, so far so good. Just keep an eye on things. Make sure nothing gets knocked off. Because there's a very good chance stuff is going to get knocked off. Oh, I got... But that's fine. Oh, that's taint. I got taint poisoning. What's going on? Is this getting messed up? No, it doesn't seem to be getting messed up, but I definitely did get taint poisoning. Anything fall off? Nothing has fallen off yet. So far, so good. If this works, guys... I'm going to be surprised. I'll be completely honest with you. But it's working so far. I got a little taint poisoning. Oh, something fell off. Something fell off. What fell off? No. Nothing fell off, did it? Did anything fall off? Doesn't look like anything fell off. Wait, something fell off over there? No, there's a 2 iron. There's the comparator. I don't think anything fell off. Let's see. Okay, we're picking up things. I don't think anything fell off. This might be working, guys. What else? Are we still going? I think we're doing it. Oh wait, no, this fell off. We gotta put this back down. That fell off. Okay. One more gold. We're still looking good so far. Are we? Yeah. What's going on? Okay. One more. Is this gonna work? Oh, it worked! Okay, I'll be honest with you guys. I was totally expecting to totally mess this up. I didn't think this was going to work as well as it did. Very, very cool. Now, I have no clue how to use this thing just yet. Thermostatic harness. So it doesn't give us any Viz discount. That is worth to know. Can we fly? I think we need... I think we need to charge it. Let's see. Let's check our book real quick. I wasn't expecting that to work, so I didn't even look up how to charge it. Usually, the only Viz required to power this harness is added during its creation process. Instead, the fuel it requires for flight is raw potentia. Simply right-click while holding the harness to insert filled jar, which is potentia. I don't think we actually have any more potentia. Do we? Oh, we do have a little potentia. Okay. Let's see. Let's give this a try. Let's try that again. Maybe that's just not enough. Let's try that again. Simply right-click while holding the harness to insert filled jars. Oh, maybe... Oh, filled jars. So maybe I got to fill that up. Okay, so we will worry about that on the next episode. I'm sorry. I really wasn't expecting that to work. That's cool that it worked out. So what are we doing next? Now, this is something I really been wanting to do. What we want to do is start moving nodes here. So this is what this area is here for. I think I mentioned it in the last episode. You could put nodes in a jar so you could relocate them. So my idea is I'm going to start moving my nodes to here and put a recharge station in the middle. Now, I don't have nearly enough Viz. It takes about 70 of each Viz to move a node, and I only have one single 100. Yeah, I should have enough. One single 100 wand. So we're only going to be able to move one today, but that's fine. It's worth noting the reason why I have it spaced out like this is in order to make a node in the jar. Actually, you know what? Well, I'll just show you. In order to make a node in the jar, you have to surround it by glass and then put a wooden slab on top of it. So if you have two nodes right next to each other, you would have to break one in order to put the node in the jar on the other one. Oh, and of course, I didn't bring my goggles, so I am not going to be able to do that. So let's get our goggles back on, and then we will take the node. I'm pretty sure this was a pretty big node over here. I'm pretty sure it was. What's really nice is I've also put a chunk loader here, so this node should refill even when we're not around. Now, I need to go around and find a lot more nodes, and I know I've already marked off a few big ones, but this is important because I believe this is Aqua and something else. I don't remember what the other one is. We'll figure it out, but it's Aqua and maybe Terra, and it's like a max of like 60 something each, something to that effect. I don't remember for sure. But it's going to be good enough, at least to get us started. And then little by little, we'll be able to start moving things over. Because what I noticed when I was prepping for this... Okay, yeah, so I did a little prepping. When I was prepping for this, is these advanced rods, I believe, are what I need to actually make the huge rods with thousands. Yeah, look at that. Of viz. So that'd be awesome if we could start making these rods, but I guess we're not exactly ready for it. So there is the node we want. What does this guy have? It probably doesn't have a lot in it right now, but what do we got? Ignis, it looked like, water, and Perdito. There's only about 20 something in there right now, but like I said, this area hasn't really been chunk loaded. Did Bench you just say something? Recording. This hasn't really been chunk loaded, so unless I'm standing here, this node will not start charging. So I'm telling you, it grows bigger. I think it was like 60, and I think I might even showed it on camera already. So I might be talking for no apparent reason, but I'll be honest with you, who doesn't like to hear themselves talk? So the way this works, I believe, is we surround it by glass, right? So yeah, I think it's like. And this is one over? Or is this right under it? Okay. So, like this. I'm pretty sure this is how it goes. We could always look at it again if this doesn't look right. So we surround it by glass. Obviously, no glass in the middle because that would break it. And actually, no glass there either. Like this. Before I use it, I will definitely... check my book. And now I don't know if I put a top slab or a bottom slab or if it matters. You know what? We're gonna check our book to find out. Does it need a top slab or a bottom? Oh, I need a lot more slabs than I have. God damn it! Do I have any wood on me? I don't have any wood. I wonder if it's quicker if I just take down a tree right there. That's probably what I'm gonna do. Waste of glass. I hate wasting glass, but it's fine. So we got 3 of those. Let's just chop down a tree. I have my handy ender bag, which I've been putting tools into. So I should have a axe in there. Let's see. And is it getting dark? Damn it. It's getting dark. We got to be quick with this. Okay, so let's break this. Get this. Make a couple more wood slabs. Almost. Come on. Okay. Let's get the hell out of here. Let's make a crafting grid on the floor. Let's just first put this down. Okay, crafting grid. Put that in. Take it. Crafting grid. Put that in. Oh. Crafting grid. Put it in. Take it. Crafting grid. Put it in. Take it. I probably could have just done it like this. Yeah, probably would have made more sense. Okay, so let's make a bunch more slabs. There's 1. Oh, man, it's getting dark. There's 2. Is that enough? 12. Yeah, more than enough. Okay, so let's get back here. It's going to be so dangerous over there soon. Okay, so let's just get this, and it's probably going to fall into the water, but that's fine. Okay, so let's get this here. I don't think it matters. You know what? Just to be safe, I don't want to play games, especially when we're talking about 75 viz. Let's do that. And now... I think if I just do... No. Okay, what am I missing? Are we safe? We're safe for the moment. It is... Oh, okay. Fine. I was right the first time. So it's 3 levels of glass, then the cap. Okay, I was right the first time. So let's just get all this in here. Come on. We have more glass on us. Don't worry. I definitely took more. I don't know why I didn't take more slabs with me, but I definitely took more glass because I knew I was going to mess things up, and you can't get the glass back. Okay, so now we should be able to just do this. Come on. Okay, now let's see if this works. Very cool. Okay. So now let's, I guess we just break this. Okay. Oh, and it fell into water. I knew it was going to fall into the water. It's fine. I don't have my magnetic hat on. That's why it did that. Okay, so let's get this over here. And now, I'll clean that up later. I hate leaving blocks like that. I was actually busting Benchy's balls for leaving that there. But I just want to put this down. Then we will run back, sleep, and try it out. And you know what? Let me cut here. And when I come back, we will be ready to try it. Okay, we are back. It is daytime. We're going to give this a try. So we're going to put this jammy right here, I guess. Yeah, it seems fine for me. And I believe all I got to do is... there we go. And now we should have this baby regenning up in no time. So you know what? Let's just fill up our wand because we've already used a ton of it. That's fine. That's completely cool. Break that so we remember that we've already put one here. And we have moved our first aura node, which is really cool. So now the tedious work of refilling my wand, finding another aura node, moving it here, refilling my wand, blah, 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 blah. What I won't do until next time we record is I will not make, and this is what we need to make, I will not make this until our next recording, but I need to make a wand recharge pedestal, which will allow me to place my wand on it, and it will suck the viz from the area. Very cool. And then this compound recharged focus, which I believe makes it go faster and will break down compound viz into its primal in order to fill it up. So basically, let's just come over here. If with the regular, what is that called? With the regular wand recharging pedestal, it will only suck up primal aspects. So like aqua, air, what else do we have here? Ignis, etc., etc. But when we use the actual compound recharge focus, it will take an aspect like alienus, I guess, and it will break it down into vacuous and tenebrae, and then the vacuous and tenebrae will break down into, let's see if we can find one of them, vacuous and lux, and then that will break down into etc., etc., until it finally gets to its primal aspects, which is really, really cool. I'm very, very happy about it. So, luckily, I cannot believe this worked. I am still blown away that this worked. I was sure that I was going to just get taint everywhere. Now, I don't think this looks pretty. I don't like how this looks, so this isn't going to be the way we keep it, but as of right now, it's providing a good amount of stability, so I'm not going to rock the boat, and we're going to leave it like that. Luckily, for the first time in which seems like years, I have finished up an episode without hitting the 30-minute mark or even the 40-minute mark. So, as always, if you liked what you see, please give me a like. It really, really does. And, you know, people ask all the time, why does it help? Basically, the reason why liking a video helps is every time you like a video or engage on my channel at all, so if you like, comment, subscribe, whatever you do, it makes my videos rank a little bit higher in Google's search algorithm. So every time you like my video, you're just telling the world, you're telling Google that I should rank higher in search. And really, why shouldn't I rank higher in search? Yeah, so subscribe, as I always say. If you subscribe, you get to see all my videos right into your inbox, and of course you would want that. You don't have to do anything, you would just get my videos. And I guess that's it for today. Thanks for joining me, and I will see you guys next time.